Okay, we are nearing the end of your first unit you need to complete, which is actually unit 2. So this is your second to last quiz, quiz 2.5.3. It's all about similar triangles. So similar triangles are really closely related to congruent triangles. There's just a little bit of a difference. Okay, they have the same shape, but their sides do not have to be equal to one another. So you can have two right triangles and their sides are simply just need to be proportional to one another, so that after dilation, which means using a scale factor to increase or decrease the size, so after dilation, your two triangles would be congruent. So here's an example of two right triangles. The first triangle has side lengths 5, 12, 13, and the second triangle has sides 10, 24, 26. Okay, notice that the three angles in both triangles measure the same. So our last video we talked about if all three angles are the same, are they congruent? The answer is no. Here's an example of one that would make them not congruent. But because the three angles are the same, we can say that they are similar by angle, angle, angle. And we also can find our scale factor. So from 5 to 10, what do we multiply 5 by to get 10? When we multiply it by 2. So our scale factor is 2, and you can check that with the others. 12 times 2 is 24. 13 times 2 is 26. Okay, so that kind of shows you how a scale factor works. All three angles are the same, but they are simply similar. There's also describing them. Okay, what could we say about these? Well, these triangles have the same shape, right? They're proportional to one another. Whoops, P-R-O, proportional. They are not congruent. They are similar though because they have the same shape and they are proportional. Okay, and that's how we could describe those two triangles. Okay, so let's look at another example. So we're given two triangles here. We're asked to find the scale factor of XYZ, triangle XYZ to triangle UVW. So I'm going to decrease, as you can see, I'm going to go from 60 to 12, 75 to 15, and 90 to 18. So we're going to find that scale factor. So 60 times what is 12? That's not always easy for me to decide. So a lot of times when I need to figure out something that's decreasing, if I multiply by a decreasing amount, then I know I've got a decimal or a fraction. So I can take 12 and I can divide it by 60. And if I reduce this down, then I get 1/5. So 12 is 1/5 of 60. In other words, 60 times 1/5 equals 12. So my scale factor is 1/5. 75 times 1/5 is 15. 90 times 1/5 is 18. Okay, so there's our scale factor. What can we say about these? How could we describe these two triangles? Well, they have the same shape. They are not the same size. So they are not congruent, but they are similar. And they are proportional to one another. Okay, so after I dilate this first triangle, I multiply each of the sides by 1/5, it will be congruent to this one because each of those sides will be decreased by 1/5. Okay, let's look at another example. I'm going to erase some of this and put another one up. We want to describe another set of triangles. I'm going to give you one more. I should have left one triangle up, shouldn't I? Oh well. Okay, so here we have this triangle. I'm going to fill in. Okay, there's our first triangle. And there's our second triangle. So if you notice, triangle QRS and triangle TUV have the same side measurements. So 30, 22, 23. They also have the same angle measurements, 50, 83, and 40. Whoa, guys, I goofed up there. Sorry. Now they have the same angle measurements, 47. Okay, so these triangles, if I were to describe these, I would say that they are the same shape, the same size. So that means that they are proportional to each other because 22 times 1 is 22. Let's write that over here so we don't forget. Okay, 23 times 1 is 23, 30 times 1 is 30. So I can multiply these three sides by the same factor and get those three sides to show up. So they are the same shape, same size, same proportion, or they are proportional. And if they are the same shape and proportional, that makes them similar. If they are the same shape, size, and proportional, that makes them congruent. So these two triangles have the added bonus of being congruent to one another. Okay, so this is similar triangles. If you have any questions, please let me know. I'll give you more examples or answer any questions that you have. Good luck.